I know you guys have seen a lot of the videos where I have either a person or a pair of shoes suspended in the air. A lot of people are asking me, how do I do those? And so I figure this would be a good time to kind of make a tutorial or behind the scenes tutorial video on how I make those. To do that, I think we're gonna go ahead and suspend a couple of pairs of my favorite shoes, a couple of 2019 pickups. First, the Shattered Backboard 3.0s and the Jordan Fearless 1's. We're gonna be using, oh hey.
I just love surprises. I'm so freaking effing excited.
Special guest in the house. You want to introduce yourself to everybody?
No, I want some words of affirmation to introduce me. I'm DNA Mac 300.
It's back.
Mac Curran. Of course, I'm going to drop my Instagram handle first, even though it's non-existent right now.
It's going to be, though.
Yes, it is.
We have a place to drop this banger, though. It's going to be on YouTube, too.
Oh, I'm all for it. Anywhere else I can get marginally famous by connecting to people that are cooler than me.
Hey, I got some cotton candy.
Dude. Oh, my God.
Look at this.
Dude, this cotton candy is going bad, bro.
I
I'm really hungry, though.
So we're gonna suspend a couple of Jordans in the air just using fishing line. Holds about 8 pounds, so you won't drop your Jordans. Fearless ones. What did you think about the Fearless ones when they dropped?
So I guess when I didn't like them at first. Like initially I didn't like them. I happened to be awake at 9 in the morning on sneakers. Didn't think I was gonna get them. Bought them. Got them in hand. I still have yet to lace them. I think that they're put together really well. They're a shoe that I think like if I'm gonna wear them, I really gotta figure out a fit for them. But then I watch guys like 1985 and like Mark Surridge and even guys like you shoot them. And the longer that I look at them, the more that I like them. You know what I mean? Like that's where I've succumbed to the hype of like other sneakerheads where I was like, I don't like these at all. I don't want them. And then you still haven't sold me on the 3.0. I'm still not sold on the 3.0, even as much as I love Sail. But the Fearless one, I think is gonna go to foot. Now that I had it in hand and I looked at it, I think it's gonna go to foot.
So the 3.0, what is your hang up on the 3.0?
Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
I just don't. Well, it's not technically part of the series. You know, there's no homage to the Shattered Backboard. You know, I love the detailing on the inside of the sole on the Shattered Backboard. I loved that the 2.0 was another classic color blocking, you know, was the Chicago color blocking.
Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? Are you feeling it?
It's just what Jordan Brand does to us. They almost gave us what we wanted, right? They almost did. Almost. They could have just left this alone and they could have given us orange. You know, they could have given us an orange outsole, you know, and then it would have been in tune, like completely in tow with the other two. But instead they were like, you know what? Let's save that and let's just put lacquer over the top of it.
Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
You know, and like I said, I love the sole, but it doesn't flow with the other three. But then again, Jordan Brand will tell you it wasn't a Shattered Backboard 3. You know, it wasn't a Shattered Backboard 3.0 technically. We're calling it that because why wouldn't we lump the other black orange Jordan together? But
Art thou feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
But now again, holding it in my hand here, it looks pretty good.
I changed my mind.
You know?
My thought is, you know, as I wear these more and more, a lot of people have done the matte to them to get rid of the shine.
Yeah.
And so I thought about that. And I guess right now the illusion is the Shattered Backboard is the lacquer over top of it with the leather kind of combined. But I don't know, I wasn't a huge fan at first, and then eventually once I had them in hand.
Yeah, they're sturdy, and I like I like that whatever this is like neoprene or whatever. Like I like that instead of the actual like the regular mesh material in here. Like I like that. I feel like that's less hot too, like for breathability and all that. Like and you could slide your foot in a lot easier.
Yeah.
You know.
But it's a true high top. I think that thing gets higher and higher every time.
Yeah, you're right. I guess whenever it's laced up like that, you're right.
Let's compare it to the OG.
The 2013, the one day I don't wear Jordan 1's, I was trying to throw you a curveball. Oh yeah, they're getting much higher. Yeah, you can even see on the top collar for sure. That drops down way lower too. The space here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Well, I'm gonna get them then probably.
All right, so
we're gonna hang these.
We're gonna hang those in the air afterwards. I'll take you guys through the process of how to edit these photos, so that way, if you have Photoshop, pretty quick and easy way how to edit those to get them like they're floating in the air.
Now to be clear, earlier today, I watched a 60-second clip of how to make 3 different pairs of Jordans float off the floor from a very qualified guy. So when you're done watching this video, you can go find me on a YouTube channel I'll make after this, and I'll show you how to do it because I learned from a very experienced guy named Juan Wilson. You guys don't know him, but he's very, very experienced and he knows a lot about what he's doing. It's like, if it took him 15 minutes, I think I'll probably do it in a little bit less time. But the video I'm gonna show you is a video that I created that I cut it down into 60 seconds. So if you're interested, I'll show you, it'd be great, I'll show you.
Just finished putting all the shoes up. Well, at least I did. Mac just kind of.
I offered moral support.
I'm
double checking everything.
He's double checking quality control. While Mac is.
Laces look good.
So while Mac is back there
This
checking.
is an authentic Jordan 1.
I got some legit checks. Legit checks over here.
Legit check.
So while Mac is doing the legit checks, they're all hung up. So what I'm gonna do now is there's two different ways that you can do this. You can just take single photos of all of the shoes and then in Photoshop, just erase the line. Or you can actually take a photo of all the shoes hanging and then remove all the shoes and take a picture of just the blank wall. I think for ease of access, we can get multiple pictures for all the shoes. We're just gonna take a single picture, kind of different places of the shoes, and then I'll just end up in Photoshop, come in and just erasing the line instead of doing all the layers. And so when I edit, I'll show you how to do that. We got the shoes hung, legit check.
100% stars on all toe boxes. Good.
100% stars on all the toe boxes. Let's take some pictures. Done. We're done, except we're gonna get a couple more shots of Mac in the studio. I don't know where in the studio where we're gonna go or what we're gonna do, but we're gonna get some shots.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Yes. Me? Can you edit this in post?
It's already edited.
Can you do something about this?
It's already edited. It's permanently edited.
Man. Can you make my muscles bigger?
We're gonna make his muscles bigger. I want to thank everybody who tuned in. Make sure that you like and subscribe. You're gonna follow Mac. I'm gonna put his information down below in the thing, the caption, the thingy that's gonna have all this stuff. He was on a hiatus on Instagram, but he's about to be back. So I'm gonna put his Instagram stuff down there. He's on Twitter, and now he's on YouTube. So super dope dude. I started following him because of the inspirational stuff he started putting because of his journey. And so I think it's something that social media needs to see and hear. You have a lot of content creators out there just creating crap. You have people put stuff on there to just be cool and just be famous. And
Facts.
a lot of the stuff that he puts on there, I mean, it's just real true facts. And it's stuff that I think people need to hear. So we're gonna finish up. I'll see you guys back when I do the editing so you can see how I do that. In the meantime, we're gonna take some dope shots of his kicks. I'm gonna get them in there. Get that. Oh yeah. I got these old guys.
Whatever, the leather on those 2013s is great.
Oh, my back. Oh. So we're ready to edit some pictures. I kind of went through some of them and picked out my favorite one. What we're gonna do is we're gonna start in Lightroom and then we're gonna go ahead and go into Photoshop. You can go straight into Photoshop if you wanted to, but me, I import all my photos into Lightroom and then go to Photoshop, and I'll show you how to do that real quick. you've got your photo into Lightroom, and all you're gonna do is you're gonna right mouse click and go up to edit in, then go over to edit in Adobe Photoshop. And what it's gonna do is it's gonna open up Photoshop for you with that photo automatically in Photoshop. So now we've got our photo in Photoshop, and this is pretty easy. You're just gonna use a spot healing brush. What you wanna do is make sure that you make it small enough, because what you're gonna do is you're gonna heal those lines, those that fishing line, the fishing wire. You're gonna heal that, and so that way it's no longer there. So we're gonna zoom in. So all those spots that you see, that fishing line, you're just gonna go slowly with it and take it a little piece at a time, so that way it doesn't try to add too much. My settings right here, I've got content aware, then I've got sample all layers. And so what you're gonna do is you're just gonna come down and just spot heal. What it's doing is it's removing those thin lines and having the surrounding kind of match and replace it. So that's kind of what you're going to do with that whole thing. I'll speed it up real quick, and so that way you can see the final image after all the lines are erased. And there you have it. So that's how you erase all the lines. The cool thing about having it in Lightroom and then pulling it into Photoshop from Lightroom is once you're done with this, getting rid of all the lines, you can now take it directly from Photoshop back into Lightroom to do any other corrections that you'd like to do. I do all of my color editing in there. I have presets that I've created for myself for my style of editing. And then once you save it, you can go ahead and exit out of Photoshop, and when you go into Lightroom, your image is right there. And so you can go ahead and start messing with, you know, bumping up the highlights and, you know, contrast and whatever type of corrections that you want to do or editing that you want to do in that image. You can now do that all in Lightroom. You know, I'll show the kind of the final image of what I did with this one. So hopefully this helped. If you have any questions, any other ideas, or any ways that you do it differently, just go ahead and leave a comment down below. If this helped you, feel free to like and subscribe. We'll start putting out more of these, and hopefully we'll get Mac's Instagram back up and running. I don't know, but